Hi there, I'm Holly McDonald with the Costa Mesa Pod, where we discuss all things concerning the lifestyle, businesses, and activities that make Costa Mesa such a great place to live. Today I'm with Elaine Izzo, what they call her Izzie, Future Image Hair, Makeup, and Image Studio here in Costa Mesa. Izzie, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so why don't you tell everybody a little bit about your studio?
Okay. First of all, I am a licensed cosmetologist and an image consultant. I'm also a technical consultant for L'Oreal Professional Hair Color. I've been in this location for many, many years, and I work with women 40 years and older.
My demo, love it.
And I specialize in a lot of things. We do hair color correction. We weave hair with foils, hair shaping, eyebrow design, facial waxing. We also do workshops. We do skin care and makeup workshops. And we also do how to do your hair at home workshops, which a lot of people look at the magazines and go, I want my hair to look like that. Well, you need to learn how to do that yourself at home.
Oh, that's so
because
fun.
I can't live with you. So anyway, I do in-home wardrobe consultations and personal shopping. So it's hair to toe.
Yeah, that's so cool. So talk a little bit about like the personal shopping and wardrobe consultations.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have some clients and they don't have the biggest sense of style, so they count on me to come in and go through their wardrobe maybe once every 24 months, and we pull things out that they're not wearing and either donate to charity or we sell them at a consignment shop. And then from there, we see what's needed to fill in the empty spaces, and I take them personal shopping.
Yeah.
I charge a fee that people can afford, and that way they have a complete wardrobe and they feel more confident, and we put outfits together so they know what to wear together, because some people just don't have a sense on how to do that.
Yeah, no, that's so true. A while back when I was working in the TV world, I worked with one of the hosts of a show, and the host would get like a budget to go purchase outfits and whatnot, but they would also bring in a stylist to just add like the accessories or show them how to, wear it in a way that would just like totally glam it up. And it made such a difference. A lot of the times it was the accessories that really put the whole look together, or even like a jacket.
That's right. Sometimes it just takes a couple of little tweaks and you have a whole new outfit, or everything looks put together.
Oh, I love that. I wish I had that skill. So that's so good to know that you have it.
Yes.
Interestingly, while we were chatting before, we found out that we have similar like life courses as far as where you come from. So where are you from? How did you get here?
I'm originally from upstate New York. When I was a senior in high school, my dad's job was transferred with the government to New England. So I lived in New England for quite a while. And like you, Holly, eventually I landed up in the Boston area. And from there, the weather had just gotten me down. And I said, it's time to move to California. And my sister was here, my cousin was here, my aunt was here. So I did have relatives here. So yes, you and I went on a similar path.
Yeah, that's so cool. And so aside from the weather, which I'm sure, it's hard to beat.
Yes.
What did you like about California? And did you end up in Orange County in like the Costa Mesa area, or did you take a different path?
I did land up in Orange County due to the fact that I did have two girlfriends that lived in New England that had moved out here previously.
Oh, cool.
And so I stayed with them when I first moved out here. And I was in the corporate world back east. And when I moved out here, I could not really find a corporate job that suited my experience, because so many people were moving out here. Jobs were limited. So it's a longer story than we have time for on this podcast, but it's an interesting story of how I got pushed into the beauty industry.
Oh, so there's a lot of beauty and whatnot in Southern California.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So is that part of it, I guess?
Yeah. And I found that I had a skill that I didn't know I had. Yeah. Again, through organically, I found I had a skill that I did not know I had. And so I decided to take that skill and go to cosmetology school. And that's how I landed up in the beauty industry.
What were you doing before?
When I left New England, I was an account executive for a telecommunications company.
Okay.
And prior to that, I was a senior sales executive for Xerox Corporation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I have quite an extensive corporate background.
That's quite a resume, yes. But then how fun, in a way, to kind of like reinvent yourself out in California. Because a lot of people do that. They come to California and kind of reinvent and explore new dreams and opportunities. You weren't planning to.
No, that is so true.
Yeah.
That is absolutely so true. And the thing of it is that if I hadn't come here, I never would have known I had this gift.
Yeah.
And I, like I said, I went with it, and I've been very fortunate to have this studio and also to work for L'Oreal hair color. And that never would have happened if I had stayed in the corporate world back east.
Land of dreams.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
That's so cool. So, do you live in Costa Mesa, or is your business just
I
located
live.
here?
No, my business is here, but I live in Irvine.
Okay, so close by, close enough. And then I know you've been in this space for, you said, about 30 years.
Yes.
What made you choose this area, this location? I mean, you haven't said it yet, but we're on 17th Street, which is quite the hub for Costa Mesa.
And again, it was organically, somebody suggested this building to me, and I came over here on a whim, and this little space happened to be available, and there was a landlady at the time who, she and her husband owned the building. It's just one of those serendipitous type situations that I've been extremely lucky to.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. I mean, you were right, basically almost on the corner of Irvine and 17th. So,
yes.
I mean, 17th Street is so great. It's so walkable. There's so many little shops, boutiques. A lot of it does kind of cater to like the beauty world, whether or not it's a salon or clothing. Like it all kind of goes hand in hand.
Correct. Yeah. Absolutely.
So, having been on 17th Street for about 30 years, how have you seen it change?
I think there's a lot more big business on 17th Street now, which is not the greatest for the little business person because it ups the rent significantly.
Good point. Yeah.
Which in real estate, you would know that, right?
Yeah. So I feel like there is a good mix of smaller, like specialty shops.
Correct.
But you are correct. When there are bigger shops here, we've got some commercial, larger food joints, and I can think of a few other spots. It does obviously increase the mass appeal, I suppose. And
and so your rent reflects that, sadly. But what can you do? It's just the way things roll.
Yeah.
And at one time, they, for some reason, and I don't know where this came from, but they had talked about 17th Street being the rodeo drive of Orange County. Yeah, interesting, but honestly, I don't really see that happening.
Oh, when was that?
This was a while ago. Yeah, about 10 years ago. There was some push to hopefully turn this into a rodeo drive of Orange County, but I don't know. Maybe someday.
Yeah, I feel like maybe that's like PCH and Corona Del Mar or something, or maybe Laguna, Yeah,
I think that's more in the line of what they were thinking because I don't see it happening here.
Yeah, well, I love all of the cute little shops here. I mean, when I used to live, there are some apartments that I lived in for a while, just kind of catty corner on Irvine Avenue, and just being able to like walk around 17th Street and explore, whether I was by myself or with a friend or with my dog, it was so nice. And there are so many shops, you never take it all in when you're driving.
No,
so
that's true.
It's so nice.
I know it. And, and so referrals are important to me because I'm kind of hidden.
Yeah.
I'm not on a ground floor, but this is the kind of space I need. And it is kind of a private space, which my clients like too. Because of the type of work I do, we discuss image and hair and makeup and skin and clothing. And so they really do appreciate this little private space.
Yeah, they probably don't want random people milling in when they're maybe more
exactly.
vulnerable about everything. So, also, I mean, that says a lot that you are in a more sort of tucked away spot on a main drag and have been able to sustain and grow your business over 30 years.
Yes.
So how, with all of the competition, with all of the salons and whatnot along 17th Street, because I know there's over 100, how do you stand out? Aside from the fact that you have your niche, the 40 plus, I think that's fantastic. But how do you stand apart and grow your business in that way?
It's referral, mostly referral. I am on LinkedIn, and I do have a Facebook page.
Yeah.
And people do seek me out, women that are looking to change or improve their image, who are, over 40, and come in for my advice. And, we talk about lifestyle as well. That's really important because, some women that come in, they're overweight, and they're feeling insecure. But I tell women, please, you can't worry about that. Let's just focus on all your positives and, work forward from that. And eventually the weight it comes off. Yeah, but let's concentrate on who you are and how we can improve who you are.
Well, and a lot of times too, just like a good haircut or good hair color will make you feel like $1 million.
That's correct.
That kind of helps.
And skin and eyebrows and makeup, wearing clothing that accents your figure properly, so not wearing things that are too tight or don't give you the best appearance.
Yeah, just like flattering.
Yes.
Nice.
Exactly.
So would you say a lot of your clientele is local, or?
I have a client that comes all the way from Big Bear.
That's amazing.
She comes about every 8 weeks. She comes in and gets her hair shaved. She has silver hair, and she said to me, "You're not going to try to get me to color my hair." I said, "Absolutely not. You have the most beautiful silver hair." In my business with image consulting, you don't push people. You suggest things and you give them your best advice. You don't push people into doing things that later on they're unhappy about or feel uncomfortable about. It's working together to give you the best image possible and making you feel more self-confident. Well, it's a whole different concept.
I love the way you put that. The way that you're positioning it as, really kind of caring, from a place of caring and empowering. That's like beautiful. And that's probably why you're able to keep your clientele and get the referrals. You're making people just feel good. And when people feel good, they don't feel like they're just being upsold on something.
That's an important point to say, that this is not a big sales program in here. The point is that, for instance, when we do a skincare and makeup workshop, it's in 2 parts. The first part is to learn how to take care of your skin properly. So I have the client bring all their skincare, whatever they're using to clean their skin and moisturize. And I don't take everything and throw it in the trash barrel and then have them try to buy what product I sell here.
Yeah.
That's not how this rolls. We take the things that are still working for them, or if they just purchase something and we use that up, and then if they decide they want to purchase what I sell, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine. That's not the idea of the workshop.
Yeah.
The same with the makeup. The second part of that workshop is the makeup. I have them bring everything that they use for makeup. We discuss each piece, if they like it and want to keep it, and if it works for them. But there's no push in this image consulting universe to purchase things they don't need or they don't want. Looking your best does help you feel your best too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and that's a big thing when you were talking about like wellness and self-care.
Yes,
absolutely.
Right.
Is there anything else you'd like to share about what you feel is important that comes across from people coming to your salon?
To take also, besides hair, makeup, skin, wardrobe, it is important for people to keep their regular doctor appointments, and they should get a physical once a year. I really instruct women to make sure that, you know, as far as all of that goes, that they really take good care of themselves as far as the medical situation goes too.
Yeah.
I have referred women out for a number of reasons. And also, a lot of people may not agree with me, but if you feel plastic surgery is for you, I suggest that you do it.
Mm-hmm.
If it makes you feel better, I suggest that you do it. It does help.
Yeah.
It does help. You just want to make sure you have the right surgeon.
Yeah, the right reputable surgeon.
Exactly, correct.
Perfect. So if people want to make an appointment or find out more about you,
Yes.
they can contact you at
I have a website, futureimageconsulting.com, and it tells you all about my background and all the things I've accomplished in my life and what you'd be dealing with when you come here. My consultations, there's a consultation fee. I only charge $125 to come in and sit down and discuss what you'd like to do, and then I discuss what I think you should do. And then we go from there, hair, makeup, workshops, wardrobe, whatever it is that you think you'd be interested in. There's never a push. It's all about you. It's not about me. The other thing I want to say is this. I've seen other so-called image consultants who try to make the individual look like they do,
mm-hmm.
or push the type of clothing they wear.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big faux pas in that I have to jump into your shoes and see who you are and work with what you want to become and what you feel like you are. It's not a case of you dressing like me or looking like me or wearing the same hair color as I am or the same hair shape. It's all about you and what you need to do to look your best.
See, I think, again, that is so speaking, like right now we're in this whole age where it's all about influencers and
yes,
yeah, and this is kind of being more unique and about who you are.
Thank you.
Right? You're just bringing it back full circle, basically.
And you know, that's right. And honestly speaking, the clients is my influencer. They are influencing me to make them better.
Yeah.
They're influencing me to bring out their best.
Yeah.
That's the difference of what I do.
I mean, it's basically just going back to the lesson we all learned as like little children that we're all special, we're all unique. Like
that's correct.
Lay up your best assets.
So exactly correct. And I have to look at that person and have them influence me as to what I need to assist them with to feel better and look better.
So you really do take a very personalized one-on-one approach with people, which I'm sure they value.
That's right.
And that's wonderful. So people essentially would make an appointment. There's no walk-ins or anything like that, right?
No. I mean, if I happen to be here and you're walking by and you want to just, stop in and say hello and make an appointment, you're more than welcome. I mean, I'm always welcoming.
Yeah.
And so sometimes if the door is locked, it means I'm having a private consultation, but I'm still happy to answer the door.
Awesome. Well, cool. Well, now everybody knows where we're located.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for, all that you do to help people feel better about themselves and bring out their, inner unique individual beauty.
Thank you.
It was a joy to get to talk to you.
Well, and the same. You're a lovely person. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.